That's it, it's all coming out nicely. Sometimes I have a hex head on the bolts and sometimes it's a socket cap. I'd say a socket cap was better actually. That's the one I had on the Generation 1 Suzuki Hayabusa, and it was a better, it was easier to remove. Okay, so we're removing that. Nearly there. That's it. You can see how long the bolt is, but it's a substantial bolt, so it really will support the bike, whereas the crash bung in there, or the slider, was doing nothing really. So there's the spacer, and that should, well, it will come out. I won't take it out, but if you look, I hope you can see that it is 100% accurate. There's no damage to any of the paintwork and there are no gaps. It is absolutely perfect, and that's what I'm aiming to do for the other side, which with a bit of care and attention I'll achieve. The only thing you must be careful of is if you're using a file, hold the file with the handle and close to the fairing, because if it comes out and you go forward without knowing it, you'll damage the fairing. So you know, the tape helps, but it will still damage through the tape if you're not careful. So you have to be prepared to spend a little bit of time on it. But that's perfectly aligned and looks okay. Just as an aside, the slider up there, which really was of no use, I've relocated to the bottom with a stainless spacer so I can put some running lights. As I've said in various videos, I prefer to have running lights when I'm on the motorway. So that's now in position down there with a stainless spacer on it. It would be useful, I mean, if it just drops off the stand, that's good enough to just keep the bike up, but it's not really on a very strong location. This at least was in the frame, but because it's only 6mm, it would just bend, and all the impact would, if it fell over, that wouldn't do a damn thing, but there it might. So it's been reused, and all you have to do then is pop the unit back in and then push the cover on, put the CBR at the top so it looks reasonable, and the job is done, providing you get all the fixings in the right position. This fairing half comes off easier than the other side actually, because there's a rather nasty little fixing on the other side behind the side stand. This one's easy. For oil changes I would always take this one off, but they all vary. As I said, on the Generation 1 Hayabusa, it was easier for me to take the fairing off to do the drilling and the general filing, and then I had to put it on and off a few times, but at least it was done accurately. So that's how I do it. I don't know if it's useful for anyone else. Here's another one we've done earlier. This is a Generation 2 Hayabusa. These are excellent R&G, better quality than the other one actually. But because the fairing curves, you have to be more careful marking out with the pencil, because you're actually going to file an oval. I'm not sure if you can see in this light, but there's the piece that pushes through, and the fairing has to be filed oval to get a nice accurate fit. So there you go, fitting sliders the easy way, or at least I think so.